Today the customer just sent me 2 motherboards. Need to replace this chip. This is a brand new chip to be replaced. This is the material of the chip. Then we will explain how to replace it later. This is a rework station that we will use later. Okay, let's explain the process of an operation replacement of the entire chip. There are 2 things to know first. The first point is to place a gel corresponding to our equipment and machinery. Bring it to the nearest place of the downwind. In addition, the 4 thimble should be pushed to the 4 corners of the down vent respectively. The other point is that we had to choose the right downwind and upwind vents. This is a machine aspect. The second point is our motherboard with soldering. Then we have to pay attention to this before soldering. We should pay attention to whether there are some originals next to the chip that needs to be protected. If we need protection, we can paste high temperature adhesive tape in advance. Like this is a bracket for the heat sink. We can paste a high temperature adhesive tape in advance. This one like this is a high temperature resistant plate. It doesn't matter if you don't post. Okay, let's stick it with a high temperature adhesive tape. This is pasted into this style. Then we put it on. After placing it, you can gently shake it to make sure that the thimble does not hit the element. Okay, this one has been placed. After placing it, we will look at this temperature curve. Choose the appropriate temperature curve. After confirming that is suitable, we clip back. Then lower one of our upper heating consoles. Then we click start. So we will remove the chip now. Later when it reaches a certain temperature, we just use this suction pen and suck it down. When sucking, one of our handles is lifted down on the heating console. Then suck it down at the same time. Okay, we have to wait a while. This will take a few minutes. This parameter is flashing to indicate that it is running. We should wait a little longer. Now the temperature has reached. We can take it off at any time. Turn on the vacuum pump. We can try. Just took it down. At this time we can start heating. We can look at the removed chip. The situation of the tin on the chip and the residue tin on the motherboard are substantially similar. That means the temperature is better. If the tin total residue on the board or all of the residue on the chip, then this day you need to go to the optimize the temperature file. Generally speaking, the amount of tin remaining on the chip and the amount of the tin remaining on the pad on the board should be reach a situation. From the perspective of the effect, it should be quite the same, so the effect is the best. Not easy to curve welding and not easy force welding. Okay, I'm going to flatten this pad first. Then we again will place a chip. This chip is one with the crystal exposed directly and it won't bulge. Okay, I'm going to deal with the pad now. In this process of welding time of the disc, just after soldering, there is a certain residue temperature on it. Then we first apply a layer of flux paste. Easy to handle. You can brush a bit more. In addition to using this residue temperature, if the board is left for a preview of time, it may be cold, or that you had something and you didn't deal with it in time. You can also take this board out for processing. In this or separate set at a working temperature of hot air heated. It's the same if you raise its temperature up and then deal with it. It's a technique for handling pads. When there is a temperature below, it will be more convenient, easier to handle. Then use a soldering wick to suck it up and smooth it out. Just deal with it over and over again. Let's look at the effect after processing. Here you need to wash it with PCB water. It's still not clean, but it's still relatively flat. Wait for it to cool down a bit, wipe it clean with PCB water. After wiping dirty, keep changing positions. Just wipe this clean place again. Let's take a look at the effect after processing. Very flat. Then we apply a layer of BGA special flux paste. Then the next step is to solder it. Now let's apply a layer of BGA solder paste. Then we put the chip on. Then align with the wire adaptation box below. Pay attention to the direction. Okay, so it's aligned. We can take another look. After aligning, we can solder directly. Also pay attention to the temperature curve when soldering. Don't choose the wrong one. Then we choose it and start it directly. Lower and upper heating head. After the temperature profile is warm, the welding is over. By the way, the size of this chip is 30mm. This is an old chip that was removed just now. Also 30mm. Okay, it's not hot anymore. You can take it off. Just wait to wipe off the solder flux on the side. Okay, that's all for the entire BGA soldering process. Goodbye.